500 likes for these top 5 scary ghost videos. An old abandoned kindergarten is said to be haunted, with rumors surrounding the place. How is it surrounding it? With a comfy big blanket. What do you think? The idiots are saying that the soul of a lost child who was slaughtered is wandering inside the building, freaking people out. Wait, but you say the place is abandoned. How come people are encountering this ghostly soul? Didn't I tell you that the ones spreading these rumors are idiots? You thought I was being harsh on them. You thought I didn't love them or didn't want the best for them. I treated them like my children, but they betrayed me with their stupidity. And before I get overly dramatic, let's get to the spooky side of things. The paranormal investigation with our friend Mike. See, now you're making new friends. Mike was just like us. He was suspecting these rumors to be false, but after he investigated the place and installed some cameras in different sections, he realized these idiots were not so far off about how scary this place is. At first, as Mike was talking, the door behind him closed all of a sudden. He went to find out who was behind this horrendous activity, and since when is closing doors a horrendous move? Since we are in a scary video, when he opened the door, he found a little monkey waiting for him right in front of the door. And don't get me wrong, I'm not mocking anyone of any race. There was literally a plushie of a monkey on the floor. But this won't be the last time Mike will have to encounter this monkey, nor will the door activity, as it repeats later with different doors, waving and clapping. Mike was even locked inside one of the rooms at the end, sending him shivers down his spine and causing him to panic, while other objects, such as drawers, were being thrown around.
Кто здесь? Черт. Блядь. Кто здесь? Черт. Откуда здесь взялась обезьяна? Друзья, здесь явно есть какая-то сущность. Она пытается связаться со мной по рации. Боже. Друзья, я пошел на второй этаж. Блядь! Сука! Твою мать! Твою мать! Блядь, откуда здесь обезьяна-то опять взялась-то? Кто здесь? Блядь. Здесь кто-нибудь есть? Блядь. Чего ты хочешь? Господи, это что, кровь, что ли? Твою мать. Что здесь произошло? Что это было? Что ты хочешь, чтобы я сделал? Блять. Блять, дверь закрыта. Что тебе нужно от меня? Я хотел помочь. Сука. И прости нам грехи наши, как и мы прощаем должникам нашим. И не веди нас в искушение, но избави нас от лукавого, ибо Твоей силы и славы вовеки. Аминь. Блять. Сука. Блять. У меня свет вообще погас. Блять. Включайся же свет, блять.
Don't be worried about Mike. The height of that jump wasn't so high after all, and there was a lot of snow on the ground everywhere. I know you were shaking in fear, thinking that Mike could have hurt himself. How emotional. In the next sequence, we have John, who lives with his little son in the house alone. Did his wife divorce him? I don't know, but I didn't see it here in the paranormal videos he has shared. But regarding his son, yeah, we will talk about him first, as he seems to be the one driving this demonic activity, if you can even call it that. And you might think John's son is terrified of such paranormal hauntings, but here lies the problem, as this kid has formed a relationship with John's hidden friend from behind the camera. I'm sorry, I meant he made friends with the ghost beyond our vision. He would usually wake to a noise that a ghost may make and start a conversation with him, as I would with any normal dude. The only problem here is the ability to socialize at this age. That little kid was able to make small talk with a freaking ghost after being asleep for only God knows how long. When I'm here on the other side, I can't even say anything beyond hello to one of my closest friends on my best socializing days of the week. and in full consciousness? How about when you just wake up? The kid is ripped straight from a horror movie because he also makes weird, scary drawings to show his father. The only thing missing is the demonic possession, but you thought we were done there. How pity. In fact, we are just getting started, as this title suggests. Have you ever heard a ghost growling? Well fellas, here is your big chance to win your first experience hearing a ghost growl, plus all the other paranormal activities. From cabinets and drawers opening and closing in the kitchen to the heavy doors tappings and knockings. It sounds terrifying, doesn't it? Not really. Well then.
Hello? Oh. Calling out whatever's been harassing us. Get back. Banging coming from the wall. Hello?
My motion camera caught the doll my late granddad gave me getting in bed with me. I woke up about half an hour later and caught these light anomalies.
So it's the middle of the night and there's a wailing coming from the bathroom. Everybody's asleep. Hello? The chair's just locked. Is there anybody there? If there's anybody here, can you make a sound? Let me know that I'm not... Hello? So it's only me home, and I swear to God there is wailing coming from the cupboard. Hello? Oh, for God's sake. Hello? Oh, where's the light? What do you think? The light isn't working. Oh. Hello?
Stop it.
Elliot? What are you doing? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
He's crying and I keep saying stop it.
Is he crying?
Yeah.
So this is the photo of the hanging man he's seen in the corner of his room. I'm going to ask him to draw it again when I've rubbed it completely off. Elliot, can you draw the hanging man for me like you did before?
No, because you'll tell me off at night.
What if I don't let him? What if you can sleep in my room? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right, so what's these on his face?
Tears.
What's this?
Straight.
Oh, okay. Does he cry quite a lot?
Yeah, because he's got hay fever up there and he's up there
Okay,
in the corner.
okay, thank you.
But he knows me at the night because he keeps saying he always bangs and he just...
Okay, thank you.
Stop it. He's scaring me.
If I were to make a guess, this so-called ghost tapping on the doors is in a hurry. He is trying to do something very important, but we can't understand what it is. To me, when I knock on a door like that, I am in a hurry to use the toilet for some secret operations. Shiro and his friend decided it was time to do something stupid, or rather, dauntless. It depends on which way you see it. But the way I see it, and since terrifying crime cases mostly happen in Japan, I would drive backwards, right to where I came from. They gave them many hints and warnings so they would leave the place, from tapping on their car's window to throwing gravel, but they were just giving the enemy reaction and kept going. So far, we haven't understood a single thing. Shiro called his friend on the phone and told him, "It's time to go." His friend was like, "What are you talking about, you idiot?" Shiro replied, "Oh, so you didn't watch that horror movie? You were supposed to say, let's do it then. It's time to go to one of the scariest abandoned villages in the mountains of Japan, where you have to go through the tunnels in order to get inside the village." As I just said, they were hit by different activities as warnings for them to drive back, but unfortunately, they went deep to investigate the dark side of this place. Even at the beginning, you can see that at the very end of these dark tunnels, there was a dark shadow figure standing there. This figure could be one of two, either a scary jinn figure or some black dude in a black costume who works there as a security guard. The first option is the one to go with here since this place has been abandoned for far too long. Inside the village, they encountered different appearances of ghostly-like figures, from behind doors to some standing way back in the distance.
がすごいです。今すごく山の中に来てるんですけど、一見なんか階段のような体験談というか情報提供してまして、このね、なんか大きい村が現れた。
やだー、もうほんと真っ暗なんだよ。
で不気味で立ち去ったらしいんですけど、まあなんか心霊現またなったな。心霊現象が来ましたけど、気のせい映ってるかな。
わかんない。あ、しれじゃない。なんか書いてある。
あ、書いてある。愛になんだあれ、なんて字あれ、石。愛になんかって書いてるけど、これさ、奥に鳥居の奥にさ、神社ある。
ライトある。
ライトある。ちょっと待って、ちょっとテイさんカメラは。
いやー、なさそうだよ。
ちょっと降りてみるか、これ。ちょっと待って、ちょっとテイさんカメラは。ちょっとこれなんか力入ってるけど。
反響？今誰かスッスッって歩くのって。
人いる気配やばいな。カメラで伝わるかわかんないけど。うわ。
ちょっと戻ろう、車。
まあこの先だからね。
下ってるよね、多分。
あ、下ってるね、ちょっと。え？何今の声？
ちょっとやべ。ちょっと離れていい？
あー、全然カメラ映んねえ。
どうしよう。いい？もう行こう。ちょっと怖い。
がっつりしてるね。水？
多分水だと思う。わかんない。
真後ろ。ビビった。戻るか。
戻った方がいいと思う。
どうしよう、ちょっと待って。
さっきから近づいてきてるよ。
近づいてきてるって何？
なんか
戻るか。
戻った方がいいと思う。
ちょっと待って。どうしよう、ちょっと待って。
ついてる気がするんだ。
うわ、
今カーテンだよね、今。
うん。 動いた？
カーテンだよね
わかんない。いやでも人の痕跡めちゃくちゃあるわ。なんか今声してる。
緊張してきた。
どうやって落とす？どうやって落とす？ダメダメ。なんだろうこれ。この文字。ごめんください。開いたんだけど。うわ。うわ。
あ、日本人形。
え、何この少女怖っ。
そうそうそう。ここのだよ。
いや、テイさんこの絵見て。
どれ？
待てよ。
ちょっと出ましょう。
ちょっと、さすがに失礼します。ちょっとどいてやだ。いや、動物じゃね？なんだよ、この音。
ちょっといい声。お邪魔しました。本当にすみません。
でもさ、そういえばさ、ここさ、墓なくね？
あ、確かに。
普通廃村って墓あるもんな、大体どっかに。
まあ。
マジでないんだよ、墓が。
Am I the only one who thinks that Japanese horror seems to be the scariest? Whether that's in movies or in paranormal investigations, they know how to create a creepy vibe. Three Spice Girls, or that's what I think of these two investigators when I read their channel name. But they are from the Three Spires Paranormal channel. They went to investigate two different abandoned haunted locations. One they could record their experience in, while in the other they couldn't. This abandoned house seems to be located far deep in some forest, at least from the look of it. At the beginning of their video, that is where they seem to be. Look, I'm not going to lie to you, because I never did, except that one time. They tried to make the best of this place. They squeezed hard enough, but the sperm didn't come out. I mean, the ghost didn't want to make an appearance. As one of them was checking on what was up on the second floor, some unholy monster opened the other door and made an unwelcome appearance. He was aggressive, massive in size, and truly terrifying. At least that's how I saw that guy. He was an intruder who didn't want these two investigating the place, but after a long conversation about their intentions and the reality of the place's haunting, he left, and they continued. Later on, they captured what sounded like footsteps and walking sounds.
Anybody here? Does anybody here? Can you make a noise? Oh, what's it? Can you make a bang or something? If I knock, can you knock?
We set up the equipment as normal. REM pod, K2 meter, and the Zoom microphone. But just as we were about to leave the building for abandonment, this happened. Right, microphone, sync up now. Microphone wasn't recording. I turned it on and the light was all on. It is now. Right then, so the microphone. Hello?
Hello? You alright?
Fine, yeah. Out. Ghosts have gone.
Well, they haven't, but yeah, we'll go. No problem.
They would go because they're that sick of people like you coming. Why don't you come in the daytime and do it? Why do you come at night?
Well, some people do come during the day.
Why do you come at night then? Because you know it's not legal what you're doing.
No, come at night because you don't get noise contamination.
Right.
But let's just say we were respectful, and in the end, he was respectful with us, even curious as to what we were doing and what we'd caught. And then randomly, out of nowhere, this happened.
And I'm not saying, I know we're not really meant to be here, but I do know a lot of people are disrespectful. We're not disrespectful.
You can stop. I ain't going to kick you out, you seem alright. But don't tell your mates that I've let you stop it. If you want to stop him, you can stop him. But don't get putting it over social media because they seem alright.
Really, we don't know.
Some of them are wankers and I don't like it.
Look, I don't want to be harsh here, but I had to tell her we should see other people. She always had high demands. But regarding the video, sorry folks, but these walking sounds could be yours. We all make them on a daily basis, but they could also be made by some ghostly force. A news channel has reported a case said to be paranormal, and after further investigations, it could turn out to be actually ghostly. One lady who works at a store woke up from her unallowed nap during her shift to the store's alarm going off. Obviously, when the alarm goes off like that, an intruder must have broken into the building, but after checking on the security cameras, there was no one. The lady said that this could be caused by a jinn since she seems to have noticed what looks like a white floating phantom walking from the entrance door to the other side, just like a thief would. The news reporters thought she was making stuff up. You know, she is so old that she can barely remember her own name. She couldn't even remember how to come to work, so she rented her own house and started sleeping at the store so she didn't miss her job. Obviously, that's such a rude statement a reporter could make. But that's what I think they would have said after she told them about a ghost appearance. But since they are trying to stay professional and get some views, they sent Brian, a guy named Brian, who works as a professional paranormal investigator. After analyzing the security camera footage, he came to the conclusion that it's one of the best paranormal videos he has seen recently. How terrifying.
A Franklin business gets the last thing folks there expected after the burglar alarm went off this morning. It was enough to send out the police, and after that, a string of onlookers. But try arresting this potential person of interest. Inside or outside the walls, aliens among us or strangers among us. Don't be quick to judge, as fiction could become non-fiction in this habitat.
It was just like we left it.
That's how Habitat for Humanity store manager Margaret Smoot and police found the place after the alarm went off Monday morning.
After everybody left and everything, I went in the office and I started going through the video to see if I could find somebody trying to break in. And then, to my amaze, there was this ghost-looking figure walking from one building over towards our building through the warehouse door.
That's when the alarm rang, and so the ghostly buzz became the talk of Franklin.
But you can see right here where it's got a walk. It's walking here.
All day they came to see.
Well, I didn't believe it when I was told about it this morning, but when I saw it, there's something going on. I don't know what.
So we asked a paranormal investigator.
You can almost make out distinct features.
Brian Irish has analyzed thousands of photographs and videos. He believes he knows an apparition when he sees one.
And appears to come down the steps and then to the left. Wow, that's some pretty good footage. Yeah, that's some of the best footage I've seen in a while.
Why this place?
And for Habitat for Humanity, you know, people are pulling stuff from sometimes deceased relatives' homes. and they may still be attached to these saying, you know, what are you doing with my stuff?
She says it's not unusual to find things all astray.
And I went through the whole video all day long, and I couldn't figure out what that was.
And let's not forget the alarm.
Most motion sensors work in the infrared realm, or infrared light spectrum. So yeah, that would set that off.
No worry here, though, unless...
No spiders. The only thing I'm scared of is spiders. Then don't tell nobody bring me a spider.
No spiders. The store says if you buy something to benefit Habitat, you can see the video. They also tell us a woman came in several years ago asking if anyone had seen the ghost that had been seen sometime before.
If this is supposed to be one of the best ghostly clips he has seen recently, then I wonder how crappy the other clips he has seen really are. I know this clip isn't on full resolution, but even back then, the security camera footage couldn't be so crisp. I mean, I can barely see the ghost appearance. I also can barely see you subscribing and watching the next video on the screen.